Hello cellists and welcome to this fourth episode of this mini lesson series on Sebastian Lee's Opus 101. For this one we have shock horror Etude number 4. The first challenge in this etude lies under the first notes when there is a marking Dolce next to the mezzo piano dynamic marking. Now this proves to be quite a challenge for beginners as well as more advanced cellists alike, because when we are told to play Dolce, we are told not only to adjust our dynamic level, but to also adjust our tone so as to achieve a sweeter sound. Dolce means sweet in Italian. So beginner cellists at this level play like this, which is not very acceptable, and when they're told to play with a sweeter tone and a softer sound, they start caressing the surface of the string, in effect playing off the string, resulting in a very weak tone. So they not only have to adjust their contact point as well as the vibrato, but that's another question, that's another matter altogether, but mainly the weight on your on the right arm, so as not to sound like Dvorak, but have a nice warm tone quality. The second point of interest in this etude is that it introduces legato. And not only that, but Mr. Lee here has thought that I'm not only going to introduce legato, I'm going to pull all the stops. So in the penultimate measure of the first system, we have 4 quarters to a legato that not only cross strings, they start from D string and go to the A string, but you have also to maintain a very steady compass in your left hand so as to be able to play the D after the open A string. So that's the first thing you have to take care of. And to achieve this nice this crossing of strings, you have to make sure that you know what your elbow in your right hand is doing, so that you can have a very smooth transition between E and A strings. It's not a switch with on-off position, it's not, but okay, so there are infinite points between the D string position and the A string position, and you have to be very smooth in adjusting your elbow height. The next challenge in this particular measure is that it is 4 quarters in a single legato in an andante tempo marking. Now beginners here tend to waste all their bow in their first notes and then drown in the last. Yes. So it's an excellent exercise to distribute the bow for each quarter. so that you can have enough bow and enough sound for this whole 4-note legato. The final point of interest rests in the final measures. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In the 5th measure from the end, we have a G on the D string, and then we have to move to the C string. And this requires string skipping, moving from a string not to an adjacent string, but we have to jump one string and move to the other string. And this too is done with the right hand, and with the shoulders we have to know the height of the C string and be able to adjust and not do this, but a smooth transition while the right elbow goes down, so that I can smoothly jump over the G string and reach the C string. The other important thing about this part is that it changes string with each bow, and it's also very important to maintain the brackets held here. So not just do. This might work, but most of the times it won't. So maintain the brackets so as to be able to maintain a very steady compass. Be very careful with the second finger. It has to be a bit on the back, have quite a big opening, a bit uncomfortable, but that's how you get to have this nice F natural. So let's see how this plays. So that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something new. I hope you're staying home and being safe. And until the next lesson, happy practicing!